What's going on, everyone? It's Jesse of RAFscents. Let me tell you a little bit about my journey on TikTok. So I started off with only a couple dozen fragrances in my collection, and I started making video after video, and it took me about a month to go from 0 to 1,000 followers. And then one day there was a 13-year-old kid that left a comment on one of my videos saying, what are some good fragrances for teenagers? I answered him with a video, and within 24 hours, I don't know what I did, I don't know how it blew up, but my channel went from 1,000 to 11,000 followers. I was blown away. So it seemed only fitting that the first review video we do on this channel is great fragrances for teenagers. I've got 7 of them. Let's check them out. Alright, so first on our list is a really good budget-friendly fragrance from the house of Tommy Bahama. It is Set Sail St. Barts. Now, there's a good chance you've passed this summer fragrance when you're walking around at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, somewhere like that. Only $20 I paid for this one. Can't really go wrong with that. This is a really good summer fragrance. I'm talking when you're going to the beach, if you go out on a sailboat, if you go to like a tiki bar or something like that. It's really, really nice. It's got notes like lime, guava. It's got some sea notes in it, some salt, some musk. It kind of smells like a good margarita. Now here's the thing. This is an eau de cologne. It's not as strong as an eau de toilette, eau de parfum. You're only gonna get about 3 hours, maybe 4 if you're lucky, with this fragrance. But when you're spending only $20, you're not really gonna be that picky. But I will tell you, it does project like a monster. But this is a really good, universally liked cologne. I have not really gotten any negative remarks from this. Just be sure you wear it in the proper setting. You wanna make sure that it's really warm outside. You wanna make sure that it's a summer day, you know, kind of tropical feeling. Don't try to go wearing this in the snow and in the rain and stuff. You're just not gonna be able to pull it off. Well, you may if you're more awesome than me, which I guarantee you probably are. All right, now next up on our list, I absolutely love this one. It is Versace Pour Homme, and oh my goodness, this is an incredible youthful scent. It's got some great notes. We're talking like neroli and lemon and bergamot, clary sage, tonka bean, amber. This is an absolutely must-have fragrance if you're wanting something good for the summertime. It's a great everyday scent. Now, oftentimes, this gets compared to something like Chanel's Allure Homme Sport. We'll go over this one another day. They're very, very similar. This one has a bit more of a vanilla dry down, and it lasts just a little bit longer. But this one right here is gonna be a little bit lighter for you. In terms of, you know, the thing I like about Versace is that Versace is a designer house that is a little bit more on the affordable side. You're talking, you've got Versace Eros, Versace the Dreamer, and some other really good fragrances in that line. You're not gonna spend a ton of money on some things like you would Dior or Chanel, something like that. Now, I get about 6 hours of longevity off of this, and it does project pretty well. All right, so this is another must-have. If you're a teenager, please look at getting this. It's most affordable when you find it online. If you find it retail, you're probably gonna be paying a little bit more for it. All right, next up we have a fragrance from the house of Mont Blanc that I don't think actually gets talked about enough, but you better be damn sure that we're gonna talk about it. It is Emblem Intense. Look at that bottle, man. What a stupid looking bottle. I don't even like that bottle. But as we all know, it's what's inside the bottle that counts, and this one is a banger to be certain. So it's actually got some very interesting notes in here. It starts off on the top notes with things like cardamom and grapefruit, and then as it starts dying off, you're gonna get hit with some apple, you're gonna get hit with some cinnamon, you're gonna get hit with a little bit of rose, and then even some suede on the bottom. But trust me, this combination of fragrances works. I would think this would be more of a, it can be a night out fragrance and even be used for formal occasions if you're a teenager. Older guys like me, you know, I'm 38, we can pull it off too. But for teenagers, this is going to be where it's at if you're going formal or you're going for a fun night out. And the good thing is this is not too expensive either. I actually got this one. I found it on a shelf at TJ Maxx. And I paid $35 for it, and it's a 60 ml bottle. And of course, I've got 1.5 billion bottles behind me, so I'm not going to make it through this, you know. But it's a good price and a good value for how much you get. I get about 5.5, 6 hours of longevity off of this fragrance, and it does project pretty well. So if you find yourself eyeballing this, it's definitely going to be worth the buy. Moving right along, we have a fragrance that's good for a fun night out, or it can be used as an everyday scent in the winter for teenagers. I am talking about Paco Rabanne Pure Excess. Now, I'll be honest, this fragrance has gotten some mixed reviews on my TikTok channel. A lot of people have said they really like it, but some people have said I'm not a big fan. I myself happen to really enjoy this. It's got some amazing notes in it like ginger, grapefruit, vanilla, cinnamon, myrrh, sugar, and yes, I'm reading from, look how many notes are on this. I do have to cheat from time to time, but listen, trust old Jesse. Jesse will lead you in the right direction, okay? Now I gotta say, look at that stupid cap, man. It's a lighter cap. I want this thing to come off and not get in my way while I'm trying to spray this thing. Paco Rabanne, do better, okay? Do better. Having said that, it does smell really good. It gets me about 5 or 6 hours. It does project very well, and it really radiates a good, fun, and youthful type of feel, type of ambiance, if you will. I mean, it's not going to be a groundbreaking fragrance by any means, but it's definitely going to turn some heads. I promise you that, okay? I paid about, I think, $45 for this one, and I got it off of FragranceX.com. So I'm pretty sure you'll find a pretty good deal on that website, especially if you use a coupon code. I don't have a coupon code. One day, FragranceX, you paying attention? Call your boy Jesse. Let's do some business. Next on our list, another budget-friendly fragrance from Ross TJ Maxx, and you've seen it before. It's from the Nautica Voyage line, but this is the flanker, Nautica Voyage N83. Now, very similar. Very similar to the original Nautica Voyage, but there are a couple of tweaks in here. The main tweak in here is that this has an added note of some spicy mint, along with the aquatic notes, a little bit of lavender, and some woody notes to kind of keep that beachy feel in there. But that mint kind of gives it a feeling like you're at the beach in the winter time. It's really refreshing, especially if you spray this on in the summertime. It kind of cools the temperature down for you, if you will. Now, I'm not disappointed with this fragrance. I blind bought this just wanting to see how far Nautica Voyage would actually take its line, and I wasn't disappointed at all. I got about 6 hours of longevity from this one, and this is a 50 ml bottle that I paid $18 for. Now there are others like Nautica Voyage Sport, Nautica Voyage Heritage, and things like that, but I think actually I like this one a little bit better than the original Nautica Voyage, and Nautica Voyage is one of my favorites. It was one of my first. I think everybody should have that one in their collection, but they should especially have this one right here. You know, the atomizer, it's nothing to be excited about. The cap, nothing to be excited about. The price, definitely worth being excited about, especially when you compare it to the performance you get. Don't pass this one up. All right, so this next fragrance is from the House of Banana Republic, but it's hard for me to call this one budget friendly because it all depends on where you find it. I'm talking about Banana Republic Dark Cherry and Amber. This is an absolute masterpiece of a fragrance in my opinion. Now the reason I say it's sometimes budget friendly is because if you try to find this on discount websites, you're going to be looking to spend around maybe $50 or $60. No lie, when the majority of their fragrances are $20 when you shop at Ross TJ Maxx. Apparently I like to shop there, you know what I'm saying? But around Christmas time you can find this fragrance. That's when this one comes out, and that's when this one is $20. And trust me, it is worth the wait. So teenagers, listen. If you are going out with your significant other, this is the fragrance to wear. And it is superb. Very unisex. You got to be ready for it to be sweet, but it's definitely seductive. You've got top note of cherry, and then as it dries down, you're gonna get hit with some amber, obviously, but also some praline. It's borderline gourmand. Very loud, 3 sprays, and it's gonna project off of your skin quite well, and it will get you 8 hours. This is a monster, and it is worth the money, so don't skip out on it. All right, last up on our list is a fragrance that I recommend to teenagers constantly. If you followed my TikTok channel, you'll know that I do not stop talking about this fragrance, and of course I'm talking about Versace Hawas. And oh my god, this is absolutely stellar. If you are between the ages of 13 and 18, this is a must-have in your collection. It's a sweet, aquatic scent that's got notes of apple, some aquatic notes, and even some plum in here. A lot of people will say that it smells very, very similar to Paco Rabanne Invictus, and actually Paco Rabanne Invictus Aqua, which has been discontinued. But here's the thing, Paco Rabanne wishes it could be this fragrance, but it's not. It's got this stupid little bottle and is just weak. This is weak. He skipped leg day. Versace Hawas didn't skip leg day, my friends. It gets about 8 to 10 hours on only 3 sprays. Now I'm telling you, this atomizer though, this atomizer is like spraying from a fire hose. It'll move your head whenever you spray it on it. But it is amazing. It is great for the springtime, great for the summertime. If you go to the gym, this is a great option for you as well. Don't skip on this. If you find this online, it's gotten a lot of hype over the last year and a half. It used to be about $40. You're going to be looking at about $60, maybe even $70. This is probably the most expensive fragrance that's on the list, but if you could only pick any fragrance from this list, this is the one to get. And there you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this review, and get ready because there are plenty more to come. Thank you so much for watching. Please take a minute to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also go to the description below. You'll see some links for my other social media channels. And there's especially one that I'd like you to consider visiting as well. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. I'm trying to fund this YouTube channel, expand my collection, and bring you guys more reviews on fragrances that I don't have yet. I'm talking just a $5, $10 donation whenever you can. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next time.